Listen, it is time for morning motivation, the evening edition. Come on, y'all, get on in here. Listen, it is a great time to be alive. It is the morning motivation evening edition, and I am your host, Dr. Dante, and we are live here. This is episode number 11. That means, y'all, we did 2 full weeks of Today Matters. Listen, I'm telling you, if you haven't been changed, if you haven't been charged, you need to check your pulse because God has literally, you need to check your pulse because what God is doing to us, He is challenging us to make sure that we make sure that the day matters because we've already made the decision that yesterday ended last night. Come on, that's it. That's our thing. We can't do nothing about yesterday. We can't do anything about it. It ended. It's over. It ended last night. So what we're doing is we're trying to create a masterpiece. Somebody say today. Today matters because guess what? This is the day that the Lord has made. He didn't say this is yesterday that He made. He didn't say this is the last night that He made. He said this is the day that He has made. So come on, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get started. Tonight, we're continuing in our book, Today Matters by John C. Maxwell, and we're going to go ahead and get started with that right now. We're going to be on page 41. I'm so glad all of you showed up. Our morning motivation morning edition had a great show this morning, and here we go tonight. We're going to close the night out just right. I'm telling you. And if you have not watched this morning's edition of Morning Motivation, make sure you go back on this same page on New Kingdom. I'm sorry, not on New Kingdom TV, on my page, and then listen, check it out, and you'll be grateful that you did. I'm telling you, people were blessed this morning. But tonight, Today Matters. Today Matters is what we're going to be studying because it's the Morning Motivation Evening Edition right here on as you follow Dr. Dante live. All right, here we go. Page 41. Your attitude at the beginning of a task affects its outcome more than anything else. You've heard the phrase all's well that ends well. Here's another that I believe is equally true. All's well that begins well. Kind of doing a small recap. Look at successful people and you'll see that they embrace this truth. Whether it's a doctor going into surgery, a coach readying his team for a game, a pastor preparing a sermon, or a business person entering negotiations before a big deal, the confident person increases his chance for success. The pessimist invites the negative outcome he expects. What you believe is what you will achieve. Type it in there right now. You need to grab hold of that right at this very moment. What you believe, you will achieve. What you believe about yourself, it's what you're going to achieve for yourself. What you believe, if it's something positive, it will manifest. If it's something negative, it will manifest. Whatever you are believing is what you are drawing to you right now. You believe it, you will achieve it. And I'm telling you right now, I am a witness to it right now. I am that type of individual that believes that everything that God has given me, everything that I'm supposed to have, I will have. I need you to type it in here right now because we did it this morning. Let's confirm it again. I'm done with the crumbs. I want the whole loaf. Thank you, God. I want the whole loaf. That crumb season is over. I want the whole loaf. Here we go. What is your attitude at the beginning of a new experience? Are you excited, cautious, or negative? Are there particular experiences that cause you to feel negative? If those experiences are experiences are critical to your success, then you need to make adjustment in your attitude. Somebody type in there, adjust your attitude. If you're about to start something, if somebody assigned you to something, but you came in there with a negative attitude, you need to make the necessary adjustment because your attitude is going to affect the outcome. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much prestige or how much notoriety that you receive. I'm here to tell you your attitude is everything. The way you go into a situation, the way you take what attitude you take into a situation is literally going to affect the outcome. Attitude is everything when you are performing anything. Come on, somebody. That's real good here. If this experience, if those experiences are critical to your success, then you need to make the adjustments to your attitude. Charlie Wetzel, who works with me on my books, recently underwent a change in attitude in this thinking concerning the process of editing. Charlie believes that most people in writing and publishing naturally gravitate to either writing or editing. He is a writer and never particularly enjoyed his editing process. It reminds him of when he graded students' papers as an English composition teacher. Recently, when we were working on my book, there's no such thing as business ethics. He received the edited manuscript from the publisher and was asked to review it, check the editor's changes, verify facts, etc. It's a process he normally hates because it thinks it takes time away from the writing he should be doing. Now look at this. You can already see, you know it. If it's something that you do not like doing, what you will do is you will not put forth the best effort. Listen to me. If it's a task that you will avoid at all costs, but then when you are required to do it, you will not put forth your best effort. You know what you're going to do? You're going to do the least that you can just to get it done. I know I'm talking to somebody because that used to be me. In fact, can I be real honest? That is me in some areas, the things that I don't like doing. If I don't like doing it, I'm going to avoid it, and then I'm only going to do it when it's necessary for me to do it. And the product that I'm going to put out is not going to be my best. Why? Because it all started with my attitude. It starts with your attitude. You don't like it, and so you have a negative attitude towards it. So you're not going to give it your best. This is the things that we need to change right now. Your attitude affects everything. I hate to tell you this, but the situation that you're in, the level of your life, what you are dealing with, whatever level in your career path, you are there because of your attitude. I'm going to let you sit on that. Your attitude has you right where you are right now. Ain't nobody put you there. Ain't nobody told you got to stay there. If you feel like you ain't good enough to go nowhere else, if you feel like you're not smart enough to be, if you don't feel like you are the one that has you there because of your attitude. You don't think they like you? Guess what? They not going to like you because your attitude is telling you they don't like you. Or if you think they blocking you from being promoted, guess what? Your attitude is going to make sure you don't get promoted. Because even if they don't like you, even if they are trying to block you, if you got that right attitude, God is going to open up a door that's going to put you right where they don't want you. I'm teaching it here. I'm teaching. Yes. Yes, that's good. So listen to what Charlie did what he did. Okay. Rather than, look what he did. But this time, he decided to change his attitude as he approached the task. Rather than performing the task in short blocks of time during afternoons, mornings are prime writing times. He blocked off an entire week just for editing. And he looked at the task as an opportunity to refine the manuscript and take it to the next level. Thank you. He just showed me what I need to do next. Thank you, John Maxwell. You're going to see it too. You're going to see it. He just showed me what I need to do next. Instead of waiting till the last minute, he took the whole week. He decided to shift his attitude to put it in a place where he is working at his best. I'm going to share something with you. When you know you need to get something done, find the time to do it when you're at your best. Many of us, like myself, the nighttime, I'm not at my best. I'm at my best, as many of you can tell. I am 100% morning person. I am at my best in the morning. So guess what? I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my tasks that I need to do to get out the way. I'm going to do them in the morning. I think better in the morning. I'm more sharper in the morning. I can get things done. I can outdo many persons in the morning because I'm sharpest in the morning. You got to position yourself to do the task in your prime time. Yeah. Please don't ask me to do nothing after 9 o'clock. Please don't ask me to do. You are not going to get the best out of me. If I'm talking, literally, I don't even know what I'm talking about because I put so much energy into my morning. So look at what he did. He strategically planned to block off the entire day. Come on, somebody. He strategically planned to block off the entire day. And as a result, listen to y'all, as a result, the job was more enjoyable and the results were more effective. When you approach a task, especially an important one, you don't relish, fix your mind on the facts, not on your feelings. Woo! Woo! Somebody say, I just got delivered. You better type it in there right now. I just got delivered. Fix your mind on the facts and not on your feelings. Somebody please say, I just got delivered. Because guess what? You have based your decision to do or not to do on your feelings and not on the facts. The fact is, it needs to be done, and it needs to be done the way it's supposed to be done, and at your best, and in your best time, and when you're in your best mode of thinking. Facts. Feelings, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. Why do I got to do it? Why am I the one that's doing it? Why they don't get somebody else to do it? Now you're focused on your feelings and not on the facts. Focus on the facts, not on your feelings. Oh, that's good. Thank you, John Maxwell. Fix it. Let me make sure I say it the right way. Fix your mind on your facts and not on your feelings. Focus on the possibilities, not on the problems. Woo! Can you please type that in there tonight? Focus on the possibilities, not on the problems. You're helping me here tonight. Focus on the possibilities, not on the problems. Thank you, Holy Spirit. How often do we dwell on the problem and not on the possibilities of what's getting ready to open up for us? You focusing on what's going wrong or what went wrong. Focus on the possibilities, not on the problems. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That shift right there, you shift your thinking from the problems to the possibilities. Okay, yeah, you in. Somebody say, I'm in. I just made the adjustment the devil didn't want me to get to. My focus has now shifted from my problems to my possibilities. That will put your attitude on the right track. And if it starts on the right track, it's more likely to end up at the right destination. John Maxwell, I'm about to throw this book at your head. If you start off on the right track, you are going to end up in the right destination. I love it. I love it. I'm hoping this is helping somebody tonight. Start off on the right track. Start off on the right foot. Get up on the right side of the bed every day. Can I tell somebody? Stop telling somebody you got up on the wrong side of the bed. Get up on the right side of the bed every day. Then you're going to end up in the right destination. You teaching it here today. John, thank you. Somebody say, thank you, John Maxwell. Somebody say, thank you, John Maxwell. If you get on the right track, you're going to end up in the right destination. Huh. Thank you. All right, next thing. Your attitude towards others often determines their attitude towards you. Lord, please keep me calm as I go through this section right here. Please keep me calm as I go through this section right here, please. I love you. Thank you, God. Let me say it one more time for the folk in the back that didn't hear me. Your attitude towards others often determines their attitudes towards you. Okay, here we go. A mother and her daughter was shopping one day trying to make the most of a big sale weekend for Christmas. As they went from store to store in the mall, the older woman complained about everything: the crowds, the poor quality of the merchandise, the prices, and her sore feet. After the mother experienced a particularly difficult interaction with a clerk in one department store, she turned to her daughter and said, "I'm never going back to that store again. Did you see that dirty look she gave me?" Let me stop right here. It is so important for everybody that's on this live that you change your attitude towards people, especially if it's negative. You need to treat every woman like it's your sister or your mother or grandmother, the person that you respect the most. You need to treat every male like your son or your husband or your father or your grandfather, whichever one you respect the most. I'm here to tell you, listen, God had to check me quickly. He had to check me quickly because I was not treating people nice. I'm just going to be straight up about it. I was not treating certain people nice, and God checked me quickly. And it could affect people's jobs because I wasn't treating them the way they should have been treated. The people that was sending us money, that was authorizing grants, there were people that were working under the boss. Literally, I had to work directly with them, but I wasn't treating them nice. And guess what? It almost cost me the grants that we could have received for leading by feeding. I had to check my attitude towards people. I'm talking to somebody. You got a boss you don't like. You got neighbors that you don't like. You got church members that you don't like. I'm here to tell you, you need to check your attitude about them. Because probably, more than likely, the same attitude you have towards them is the exact same attitude they have towards you. You got to make a change in your attitude towards people. People are your greatest resource. Let me show you how great they are to you. God searched the entire world after he made Adam. And guess what he said? There's nobody to help you. I'm going to create a helpmate. He could have created another animal. He could have created anything. But guess what? He created another human being. Your greatest resource. But you want to talk about them. You want to slander them. You don't like them because of the way they look at you. I'm sorry. You'll find people that won't even like somebody and they don't even know them. Oh, I can just tell how they are. Just look at how they walk. How in the world? And don't tell me you ain't did it because you lying. Just look at how what makes them think they gonna sit there and they gonna look like that? They looking at me. Why they looking at me? Look at the comment she made. You don't know them from a can of paint. You got one interaction with them, but you already know all of them. Let me keep reading. The daughter answered, "She didn't give it to you, Mom. You had it when you went in." She had that attitude towards that clerk when she went in. So the same attitude she gave her, she was giving her back to her. Now, I'm not going to say that there are not some people that are just rude, inconsiderate. I'm not saying that. But just because they're that way don't mean you have to be that way. Because that's not who you are. That's not who God is calling you. That's not what he's creating in you. When we interact with others, our attitude often sets the tone for how we treat one another. Smile at people when you meet them, and they often smile back, not all the time, but they often will. Act combative, and they are likely to snap back at you. If you want to enjoy mostly pleasant interactions with people as you go through your day, treat others well. It works more often than not. I'm not saying it's going to always work, but I'm telling you, the old adage, you get more bees with honey. It ain't say you get all bees with honey. It says you get more bees with honey. It works. Somebody type on there, fix your face, because your face carries your attitude. Type it in there, FYF, fix your face. Ah, thank you. The next one, your attitude can give you a winner's perspective. I'm on page 43. On June 28th, 1939, Joe Louis defended his heavyweight boxing title against Tony Two-Ton Galantino in Yankee Stadium. Galantino wasn't a particularly talented fighter, but he could take a punch, and he was a big hitter. In the second round, Louis knocked Galantino down and seemed to be controlling the fight. But in the third round, Galantino knocked the champ down. Louis immediately jumped back to his feet and went after his opponent. When Louis went to the corner, his trainer chastised him. You know you're supposed to take the full count when you go down. Why didn't you stay down for 9? What? Answered Louis, and give him a chance to rest. Louis pummeled Galantino so badly in the fourth round that the referee stopped the fight. Oh my gosh. God just gave me a revelation. Sometimes we got the wrong persons in our corner. Sometimes the corner man is giving the wrong advice. Help me, y'all. Joe Louis's corner man told him to take the full 9 count, not 10, of course. If you take 10, you knocked out. Joe Louis made the declaration, listen, I'm not giving that man a chance to rest, because if I give him a chance to rest, then he's going to gain more confidence to think he can beat me. But when he see me get up after he just knocked me down, then he's going to be less confident in how he's going to be able to if he's going to be able to knock me down again. So guess what? I'm getting up fast. The corner man wanted him to stay down, but something on the inside of him told him to get up. I'm talking to somebody on here. I don't feel like preaching, but I feel like I got to preach today. Your corner man may be dead, but something on the inside of you is telling you to get up. And I need somebody on this line right now. You better tell yourself it's time for you to get up. Joe Louis got up as quickly as he possibly could. And you know what happened? The man did not make it out of the next round. Maybe you've been down too long. You've been giving the enemy too much time to figure you out. I just ran out of the door, ran out of the building, came in. Maybe that's been our problem. We've been moping around so long. We've been giving the enemy a chance to recover. We gave the enemy a chance to set up a new strategy. We've been giving the enemy another chance to figure out what we're going to do next. And we just moping. And every time we try something new, the enemy is always one step ahead of us, because he knows if we get knocked down, we're going to stay down. But I need somebody to type on there, I'm getting myself up. Get myself up from here. Yeah. In today's culture, competitive culture, everybody is looking for an edge. Top athletes and top business people alike know that all things being equal, attitude wins. But this is also true. All things not being equal, attitude sometimes still wins. Possessing a great attitude is like having a secret weapon. Man, y'all just figured me out. I'm sorry. Y'all just got John Maxwell just helped y'all figure me out. My attitude and me remaining consistently consistent. The glass is always half full. Even if it ain't half full, it's full to me. It's always full. Somebody else is half empty or it's almost gone. Nope, it's full. What are you saying? It's like, no, it's full. You see one thing, I know what I see. My attitude changed. My attitude remained. Listen, it takes me a second. I might snap into one end, but I'll snap back right into that attitude. Say, we're gonna win this thing. You need to tell yourself, I'm coming out of this. My attitude is dictating what your attitude is dictating what you're about to do. Your attitude is dictating the direction you are going in. Your attitude is dictating how far you're gonna be promoted. Your attitude is dictating your elevation. And I'm here to tell you, you're gonna have to say, I'm coming out of this thing. I'm going higher and higher because my attitude is saying it. Your attitude. Come on, duck it. Possessing a great attitude is like having a secret weapon. Listen, this past weekend we had all the kinds of stuff going on. Y'all ain't know it. We talked. Women's bathroom went up. Toilet went up. My iPad wasn't charged, and we just had the band sound, just trying to get that all right. But listen to me, you're gonna see me with that attitude. Hey, we're gonna make it through this. That means to be some times I might try to get things in order, and you might catch me off guard, but I'm here to tell you, you're gonna catch me in the right attitude. I have to maintain that attitude at all times. I'm telling you this now. I'm going to tell you again. You don't get no more off days. Your attitude has to remain consistently consistent. All right. Next thing, I'm still on page 43. Your attitude, not your achievement, gives you happiness. John is good at this. Your attitude, not your achievement, gives you happiness. Samuel Johnson, the 18th century poet and critic, stated, "He who has so little of human nature as to seek happiness by changing anything but his own disposition will waste his life in fruitless efforts and multiply the grief which he purposes to remove." He understood that contentment was generated internally based on attitude. Being content, being anxious for nothing is not going to happen on the outside. It's not something that you can externally achieve. It doesn't work. When you start operating with being content, it starts on the inside. I'm grateful for what I have. Gratefulness will allow you to be content. Gratefulness, I believe, will help you to bear the fruit of happiness, in which you don't need no one else to help you to achieve. A person with a great attitude don't need nobody to show up, don't need nobody to do anything for them. It's great if they do it, great if they don't, because my attitude towards myself and how I feel about myself allows me to be content with myself, which allows me to generate the happiness with myself. So if you still need somebody to help you to be happy, I'm here to tell you, you are going to die a miserable death. You're going to be lonely, because I'm here to tell you, ain't nobody going to want to be with you, because nobody's going to be able to keep up with you. Nobody's going to be able to do all the stuff that you want, because you're going to be so needy, because you're going to always want them to give you this. You're going to want them to give you that. You're going to need this. And when they give you that, that's not going to be enough. You're never going to have enough. So people will get tired of you. They're not going to want to be around you, because your attitude is you're not content with you. It's your attitude. I'm going to say it. Let me repeat again. It's your attitude, not your achievement, that gives you happiness. I'm trying to help somebody. The thoughts in your mind will always be more important than the things in your life. Lord have mercy. The thoughts in your mind are more than the things you have in your life. Whatever's going on up here is more important and is controlling your life more than the things you have in your life. Shift your thinking, shift your life. Type it in there, y'all. When you shift your thinking, you'll be shifting your life. All right, listen, this has been episode number 11. I'm telling you, I'm on fire. It's been episode number 11, 30 minutes of power. Listen, tomorrow is going to be even crazier. You better get somebody, you better tag somebody, make sure that you got to watch Dr. Dante for 30 minutes on in the evening time before you lay your head on the bed. I'm here to tell you. Listen, this has been Dr. Dante, and I've been your host for the morning motivation evening edition, as we've been discussing the great book of Today Matters by John C. Maxwell. Get yourself a copy. Make sure you go on Amazon or wherever you get your books. Get yourself a copy. We're going to continue it tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Listen, Today Matters. Why? Because yesterday ended last night. Have a good evening, y'all. Don't forget, I'll see you in the morning for morning motivation. See you at 7:30. God bless.